I think I even remember one of the first episodes of the shit show, and someone brought up the same topic in regards to him going out and auditing with Earl. And I'm not too sure, but if I remember correctly, I almost remember AC almost defending Earl because at the time he wasn't convicted of rape yet for 20 years. I'm not too sure. I can't be sure. And then I remember a few months later, then he switched he started saying something different. But like the fact alone that he still was sitting there all the way till 221 saying otherwise is kind of scary. No? That doesn't creep you guys out? This guy even says right here, this guy even says that this guy gave off a weird vibe, like just the look of the guy, like just most people don't even want to be around him. You know, what would make AC attracted to that fucker in the first place? Like, you didn't get any weird vibes. You didn't look up his background history, none of that. But you went up to audit with him, get arrested with him, share a fucking jail cell, take a shit next to him. But you didn't know him? You didn't know his history? Really? Do y'all think I'm saying that just because I need donos? Am I just saying this right now because I just am desperate for donos? So that's why I'm saying this shit, right? Like, sure, it stands by almost like more truth than what you say. But, it's just Connie asking for donos. That's all it is. It's just a grift, right? That's all just because I want the views. All for that sweet, sweet clout, right? Because I give a shit. You know, and it like so convenient that this little bitch Corrosive comes in here. The moment, like the moments, like my mother's calling me out or like saying something, like when she asks me a question or something. And it's just so convenient because then he can come in here, find a reason to harass her, threaten her, say, this is why I go after Mom Squatch. You see, when I enter Connie's chat, how dare that bitch speak in the background, right? Like, because now your community is going to attack her, threaten her, nonstop call her and harass her based upon her, you know, coming into this by mistake or some shit. Just you hearing her voice, just even implying that my mother even exists is enough for them to continue to attack her. And we all know that. You know, they won't stop until she's dead, right? Till my evil mom is fucking dead. Because they love and care about her so much, right? They want to save Ellen. Hashtag save Ellen 223, right? Because you people love her, you care about her so much. You'll harass her, you'll attack her, you'll threaten her. You know better than I do. Corrosive commentary, he knows all about that type of shit. Ask Jennifer, his wife.
This person will have this going on. Oh, this person's dating this person. No, dude, they just happen to catch you doing something stupid where they then in turn arrest you for that crime, or in some cases may have retaliated against you. And then it was documented. You know, the case out of Pineville, yeah, he hurt that guy's feelings as a result. That guy arrested him, and then he was awarded some funds from the city of Pineville for the result of that arrest. That's the only.
I just can't believe it. Like, I probably have pushed out so much information in just the past 2 days regarding this. It makes me look so good right now because a lot of these people didn't even know this shit. I guarantee it. Like, I bet my bottom dollar on this shit that the majority of people didn't even know most of this fucking shit. They didn't even know the facts regarding a lot of these things. Like, they didn't know this shit. Even just last night, people in Massel report You know, like they're like, what? Like they really had no fucking clue. And it just makes me wonder, like, what made you all think that they weren't covering up for someone? Like, what gave you all the impression that they weren't doing exactly what I said they were by covering up for their friends? Even if they're sick fucking people, it doesn't matter. Even if they've done sick shit, you see how they cover up for each other? Scripted, just like I said, right? Doesn't even matter if these people are worse than I am. And see how they're going to make it seem like that's nothing. Like this is nothing compared to the shit I do. You know, I mean, I just got, fucking asking people for money the other day and shit. Do you know I actually yelled at people? Yeah, I yelled at one of my audience members and I called him a pussy and I screamed it loud. And then I might have even said by mistake for someone like to off themselves. I don't know. Do you know how terrible that is? And like, even without even meaning it, like that's even worse because that means you didn't even think about it. That means that you're crazy enough where you deserve to be in a mental institution. Connie is the worst person ever. But by the way, Connie ain't never supported no fucking rapist. Connie ain't never had no fucking criminal record. Connie ain't never done none of that shit. Connie ain't fucking on here trying to scam you motherfuckers. Alright? That's the fucking difference. Connie ain't on here saying that he backed no fucking rapists. Connie ain't on here saying he went out to audit with no rapists. Matter of fact, I ain't even met no fucking rapists. Thank God. But apparently some people out there, they want to associate with rapists. Not only that, but even profit next to them. Because it's all about that money, right? Isn't it? That dollar, what I need. Yeah, because she needs dollars. Dollars is what he needs. And it's clear as day too. Like that greediness that you're expressing that's coming off from UAC, that cockiness, is gonna come back to bite you in the ass. Matter of fact, I don't even know how it hasn't already. Like I've never attempted to come on here so fucking cocky, be like, look at the money I got because you suck. In such a way to where it will like that, that to do it the way he does it, that's only hurting you more because everyone knows you're insincere. They know that you're trying to come on here scamming people. They know that you're doing it just based off of the fact that you're trying to get people to look at me like a lol cow as if I'm the scammer. Meanwhile, you're back to rapist. Meanwhile, you hung out with the fucking rapist. You shared a fucking motel room with the rapist. You got arrested with the rapist. I mean, you didn't even ask any fucking questions. And then last night when we confronted him with these said questions, do you think he'd answer correctly? No. He told us that Andrew, Bones, and whom else were the ones to give him this information. And if that's the case, that means that he waited a good 2 years before he even believed what people were already telling him. Because people were already saying to him that Earl was a rapist. And that means that he wasn't convinced until he saw it. Documents from Andrew, Bones, and what was the other one he said? He said Andrew, Bones, and someone else were the ones who got him to finally realize the truth, see the light. I mean, are you a moron? Is that the best excuse you got, AC? Because if it is, these people should be so fucking pissed at you. They should hate you so much more than me. It's not even fucking funny. I don't even understand how they don't. But you know what? You guys, you got this all figured out. You know why you hate me, because I surely have done worse than anything that these motherfuckers have done, right? Matter of fact, I don't think I've done anything close to what they've done. I haven't done a crime. I don't have one fucking criminal record on my fucking shoulder. Not one. I've never fucking been arrested and held and put in jail for some shit. I've never been detained for being a fucking moron like y'all have. I abide by the rules. I abide by the law. I don't intend on auditing police stations or any of that shit anytime soon. And I never was. Never would. Even if I wasn't associated to this trolling shit, the drama, and I got like pulled into the 1A or some shit, and they tried to help me to build something out of that. Like, know what I tell them? I tell them to go fuck themselves. What the fuck makes you think I'm gonna go out there, hold a fucking camera, recording fucking people with the cell phone, basically doing the same thing I'd be doing if I were homeless, except just harassing people. Like you know, be out there in the streets, be like a homeless person, eat food like a homeless person, walk around like a homeless person, be like Joe Cool, sleep in a gas station, you know, wake up next morning at the gas station, you know, all just so that you can record police officers. So live the lifestyle of a bum to get a reputation. That's all. That's all you need to become an auditor. You think I want to be a bum? Fuck no. Go get a job. How about that, motherfuckers? How about before you tell me to go get one, how about you get a job? Because this motherfucker right here, you know what his job was? You know what his job was? Molestation. Molestation was his fucking job. He made a lot of money. A lot of money through a lot of people threw money towards News Now Houston, right? Put a lot of faith, still do have a lot of faith behind him. Give money, throw money at him. All for the sake of him being a fucking pedo. Wow. Because that's what it is at that point. I can't think of anything he's done that's been worthy. Has he gone out there and saved people? Has he helped anybody that's kind of been comparable or pushed away any of his wrongdoings? Like, has any of his rights, do they outweigh his wrongs? I don't believe so, which means that a lot of people threw money towards a rapist. And his life is set, and his life is set. If he gets out of jail, his life is so set still because of how much money people threw at him for his cop watching shit. And look how much people degrade me. And all the while, this guy was a fucking rapist and a chomo. And AC backed it. People like AC fucking stand by it. And I still get more hate than them. Right? I mean, that alone should make you guys cringe. That should make you guys feel sick to your stomachs, knowing that there's nothing you can do to make these rapists look any worse or any better than they do. Because guess what? We're not even going to fucking call it out. Who gives a shit? It doesn't even fucking matter according to them. They could give two fucks as long as I get a job. That's all they care about, right? And that's bullshit. They know it. You know, like, I don't give a fuck if they don't want to give me money again, but to just sit there and to support that motherfucker, or even Tonic, the one who got alleged of rape just last year, end of last year. Are you fucking kidding me? And we're going to sit by those people and stand by what they say, believe what they say. Meanwhile, Earl's in jail for rape for 20 plus years. Like, that's not a fucking lie. Who hung out with him? You did. You did. So I'm going to drop this link due to kind of being a little bored now. Now that I got that off my chest. If anyone wants to come up, that's fine. If not, I can get off here soon anyway. I didn't really intend to talk to many people. People kind of are shit anyway. If I don't let you up, that's my business. It's my business. Play my quick commercial break. I gotta go get some.
I'm still a fan, even though it's salty. Hate to see you with some other, but know you happy. Hate to see you happy if I'm not the one driving. I'm so mature. I'm so mature. I'm so mature, it got me a therapist to tell me there's other men I ain't doing one night, not just one show. If I can't have you, no one should have mine. I might kill my ex, not the best idea. His new girlfriend's next, how I get here. I might kill my ex, I still love him though. rather be in jail than alone. I get the sense that it's a lost cause. I get the sense that you might really love her. The sex gon' be evidence. The sex is evidence. I try to ration with you. No more is a crime of passion. But damn, you was out of reach. You was at the farmer's market with your perfect peach. Now I'm in the basement, planning on my basement. Now you laying face down, got me singing over the beat. I'm so mature, I'm so mature, I'm so mature. I got me a therapist to tell me there's nothing right. More than I just want you. If I can't have you, no one will. I might kill my ex, not the best idea. His new girlfriend next out.
Connie, on your behalf, with my union book.
I still love you, though. Rather be in jail than alone. I did it all for love. I did it all on no drugs. I did all of this sober. I did it all for us. I did it all for love. I did all of this on no drugs. I did all of this sober. Don't you know I did it all for us? I just killed my ex. Not the best idea. Killed his girlfriend next. Now I get here. I just killed my ex. I still love him though. Rather be in hell than alone.
Yeah, I just wanted to announce, hey, Chicky T, that I got 1,000 subscribes, finally monetized. Yeah, I'm gonna do the best I can to not get my monetization ticket from me. Yeah, I finally reached a Beaver County. I try to play off like I'm, young, but I'm really an old guy. I don't know. I just thought that come here and say stuff to you guys. Yeah, you're unblocked. Cooter. Yeah. Yeah, you're unblocked, and I just hopefully someone will come up on my panel and talking. Oh, sorry, I just close my mic. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Oh, sorry. It was seriously close. Oh, Lucati. Lucati. Yeah, I made another video with his face on it, and I decided to jerk off to his picture while I'm in the process of making it. Yeah, I tend to jerk off a lot to Connie. It's kind of why I use his face a lot in my videos. don't look at me. Don't judge me. I just only jerk off to Connie sometimes. At first it was experimental. I didn't know what it meant, but now I think I built a connection, and yeah. By the way, do you guys want to see some UFOs? Do you guys want to see some twerking videos? And see, I love it. This guy's like, he messages me last night. He's like, I got monetized. Rah! It's like, isn't like 90% of your content stealing someone else's content? Which I'm pretty sure in YouTube's like terms of service, that would be considered a reason to be or unmonetized, because at that point they don't fuck with that shit. So like he'll be monetized for like a day, like unless he creates all original content, his own UFO videos, his own twerking videos with his own girlfriends and his own people. Unless it's his content, his videos, you cannot monetize a channel that's based upon others' content. If it's others' content, if you base it upon your own content, then yeah, the problem is that he doesn't know how to put together a show, so he wouldn't know how to begin to put together his own content. He'll put up some other person's content and maybe talk over it as if he's making his own content. It's not the same thing. You are going to have to create motherfucking content. And if it means that Game Over 2 will just sit there on panel silent with his friends for the next year or two, he probably will do that. That's how greedy and selfish and weird these people are about being monetized and making money on YouTube. Like they'll sacrifice even doing what they love, which is him editing videos, pulling up music videos, all that shit is not possible if you want to get monetized. You can't do that shit. Look at AC when he had Authority Check Presents. Was he monetized? You guys remember him being monetized, right? There's a reason. You can't play that many copywritten videos, and then expect to somehow maintain a monetized channel. It's just ridiculous. You'd have to like literally have to have a stake within that claim. Like you can't even say that's you that owns YouTube, because at that point that's what you'd have to do to be able to run this shit. And bitch, you don't run this shit. And by the way, I've already made it to 1,000 subs before. That stuff I could care less about. I am more concerned about why they supported like a rapist and why they kept it so closed, hidden for so long. Because they're calling me out for a lot of shit that's fake, that's fraudulent. And I know it is. And I just can't understand. I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, there's something out there that's real. A person out here that's actually done something fucked up, really fucked up, and they really never did call it out. And it's just like, how dare Ace get like, have this fake sense of confidence when I know damn well what he really is and what he does support. You just look into the guy's face or hear his fucking voice and you know right away he's insincere. He's not an honest person. I never spoke to AC and said, wow, man, this is a real honest guy, man. He has such honor. He's such an honest, truthful person. He's a good guy, man. Yeah, I spoke to that guy, AC. He's a good guy, man. I mean, yeah, he's got problems and da-da-da, but he's such a good guy. Never fucking once did I ever have a conversation with him like that. And granted, let me point out, I've had conversations with Game Over 2 that were good. I've had conversations with ASMR that were good. I've even had fucking conversations with Andrew at points and long ago that were somewhat good. But with AC, I never once ever built a fucking like connection with him in some way. Like even when we were like having a conversation, I always got this weird like almost like, how dare you come up on my panel? Like, who the fuck are you kind of thing. It almost felt like here's Andrew, here's Tonic, here's all these people who are like, playing badass trolls or whatever the fuck they're doing. And then you got some fat little porker, running up in here, trying to humping anything that moves, literally like a fucking chihuahua. And that's basically how he came into this community. He came into this fucking community of humping everything like a fucking dog. Say that's not the case. Say it isn't true. Say it isn't. I dare you. And you know it's fucking true. And it makes me sick because he's the one who had so much to hide. so much withheld from people, like all these fucking lies and shit. Even just the lie alone that he never knew anything about Earl. Like you knew it. You knew about Earl. You just choose to make us believe in fucking fraudulent shit. That's it. Like you just want us to believe in lie. That's all. And I'm just not gonna buy it. I'm not buying that lie. Really. Hold on, y'all. I'm actually looking through something. This is actually the panel I was on with and by the way, shout out to Vegas Valley. Me and him did break bread. We made peace at someone's panel last night. Whose panel was that on? So it was someone's panel. I forget whose panel. It must have been somebody who doesn't go live much. I think it doesn't matter. Either way, me and Vegas Valley, we're cool now. I don't really have issues with him. You know, like the thing is like he has enough. He has enough. Like when someone does something like that and is willing to put shit to the side, that's called being a man. You know, that's called taking charge. It's called you know, that's called doing the right thing. That's something that authority check doesn't know how to do. He doesn't know how to take responsibility. Doesn't know how to be a man. I mean, for God's sake, all I was asking for was a guy to go and you know, even at least bring up that, you know, hey, why did you bring up my family or some shit to Vegas Valley? Like, hey, you know, I really apologize for what, you know, our what happened with us, but you know, by the way, it hurt that you put my family members up, my children, and that. So it's something about his family, like anything, you know. But he didn't even bring it up. Doesn't care about his children. You know, it's just like that part makes me sick because he only thinks about the views and the sub counts. Like he really only does.
Thank you so much, Tiff. I love you, and that's amazing. It's my first super sticker, and yeah. Woohoo! Oh wait,
That's big, fat, green,
Oh,
yellow,
I'm
orange,
an
black,
idiot.
yellow. Don't matter who you are.
I consider myself a lesbian. I love women.
I love myself too.
Actually, I consider myself a labian.
A labian? What's a labian?
It's like a lesbian. It's a labian.
Okay.
Okay, hey guys, tell me how does this girl look right here?
Ooh.
Oh god, 99 did that, right?
Nightmares, huh?
Red is definitely her color.
Did our boy 99 do this?
Sorry, Joe, but that one's not even cute.
Okay. Oh wait, Lauren's switching them up quicker than I can freaking snatch them. Hold on. All right.
Lauren, what's your Facebook?
So I want to find one of the ones where no. Is it the one prior? Is this after? No, I'm not gonna let. Just determine. This has to be like on right here. It's meant that they had issues. And then there must have been a stream. But yeah, that's one with information. Tonics. But there was one on AC. I guess he must have taken that down. Yeah, it sucks. Maybe I have to keep that in here. Not do anything. I just want to find something. This guy had a lot. I don't know, like a lot of the stuff that I assume I can get on people. I don't really have the ability to get fucking intel or info, whatever, fuck on people like this fucking dude or these people do. I'll admit to that. I really don't. But oh shit! Look, bro, it's your fucking wife and you. Oh my god, this is brilliant. That made my fucking day. Jesus, what? That just made it so much better. Like, you guys have no idea how, like, that just made my day. Wow. Damn, bro. Damn. It's like I wasn't even expecting to come across that, bro. I wasn't even expecting to come across that shit. That's fucking awesome. Oh my gosh. Look at that shit. You see that? This dude, man, he has his earring on and everything. This is your wife, bro? That's your wife? You didn't care about her too much, did you? No, you didn't. No, clearly not. Hey, at least you're a little bit taller than her. Even though she's wearing heels. But even though she's in heels. But, oh, she's so voluptuous. She's so beautiful. Wow. That's a beautiful looking wife right there you got, bro. That is one beautiful looking wife. Jesus. Did she know that you backed a rapist? Was she aware that you backed a rapist, though? I wonder. Though, like, I'm just wondering. Like, while y'all are sitting in Discord trying to withhold the numbers, aren't you concerned that, like, that man backed a fucking rapist, though? No? You're just concerned about my views. Oh, you're just concerned about how much money I make on here. Oh, me, yeah. Right, but you don't care? Like, this doesn't bother you at all? This isn't a concern? No? Okay. Right, sure, and his wife isn't on the screen or anything like that.
Watching him, but he's watching me. Look at that. Yikes. How big her arms are. She got, like, her arms are bigger.
Any information, or any words that are said or expressed by Vegas Valley, this is before he made any peace with Authority Check. So any words that he says or does say are not held against anybody. All right, this is his opinion beforehand. So if you hear him say anything that offends you, and if you made peace with him, just know that you're just coming after him for something that was already said before he made peace with you. So it's no sense to go after him. If you hear something that bugs you or makes you upset, do you understand? Okay, let's continue. Again, this was how many days ago? Just so people can, like, 9 days ago. So I mean, it's not like it just happened. All right, this is a while ago. In the scheme of YouTube, it's like years. You know what I mean?
She's a large girl.
Yo, look. Ugh. Yo, look. Look. Glasses. Look at this idiot. Look how we dress this to a wedding. It's like, come on, dude. That's some class, man.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Amanda. It's fucking awesome.
Yo, what's this guy's talking about? Eyes on, guys. Eyes on. Can you give me a link to the video, please? I would love to find that. I will immediately download that. Somebody find what is the video on News Now community page 32120. Oh, so
also, a quick disclaimer. I just want to say real quick. I appreciate Vegas Valley for leaving this up, whether he did it on purpose or not. I do appreciate it more than he knows. He might not understand this drama regarding a lot of this shit, but like I told him this stuff goes back, it's personal. They go real life. It's been happening for a while. I have a reason behind a lot of my hate. Okay, it's not just blind hate. It's not just rage aimed towards just some random person. Me and AC have had it and gone at it for a long time now. All right, I've never liked the guy. I never thought he was sincere. There was always something that came off strange about him, and he always sought out my attention. I never sought out his. Okay, let me make that perfectly clear. He sought out beef with me. I never had issues with him initially. He came in here seeking clout just like everybody else did. Used my channel as a platform, as a stepping stool to build his shit show. And that's the only reason it even came into tuition. And that's where he got people to excuse his fucking, his association with Earl, all this shit just based upon them liking his fucking show. It's almost like how people will excuse a Hollywood actor for molesting somebody or something just because they like the movie they were in or some shit. You know, oh, you know, Mel Gibson hates all the Jews, but you know, I like his movies though. You know, it's almost just like, fuck it, let's just excuse the fact that these people are fucking shit, and let's just move on with our day because Connie's much worse. That's bullshit. Look at these people.
Happened on March 21st of last year. So yo, he's been hanging out with Earl up until he was arrested. Whoa.
Really? Yeah, that's news to me. Because once I knew he got charged with that, I started watching news now in Houston.
Yo, Jeremy, or somebody out there, can you find me that link to that video and we'll play it right now on my live stream?
That's weird. I mean, most of the audience community obviously didn't want to fuck with him, except for Patrick. And I think I think Texas Chief Sheepdog. I'm not sure about Texas Sheepdog, but they know what to do all this together.
These are sick people, yo. And AC, you see, the thing is, AC has a pattern. If you notice about him, it's the things that he does is sexual in nature. He hangs out with known sex offenders. Like, what's truth? We all.
And Brian King also here. He also wished a woman got cancer and died. He even stated it. He even admitted to it. He used to e-beg for Christmas at Christmas time with his children, claiming that he was so in need of help. Meanwhile, the man was just fucking e-begging, scamming people. There's many things about Brian King that are shady as fuck. Even women that have spoken to him behind the scenes who have caught him asking very nasty, weird, inappropriate, sexualized questions that just, you know, there's a lot of things behind a lot of these people you just don't know. And you can tell by their personalities, the way they talk, how much time they spend on here, much worse than anything I could do. Much worse than anything I could be. These people are fucking exactly what I claim they are. Rapist supporters.
I don't know about him in Canada. He don't even try to hide it anymore. The guy's been in prison for sex crimes. He's hanging with What's Truth. What's Truth, a porn bomber. You know, we got 100% proof he's a porn bomber.
And not only that, not only is he a porn bomber, there's a clip of What's Truth that we're gonna play that he even admits to being a child sex trafficker. Like, he says it, he states it with his own words that he was convicted for child sex trafficking. And there's a lot of people who just excuse that. You know, so many people have tossed that under the radar. That's not just a claim that just came out of nowhere. That came from his own mouth. You know, and for people to just excuse that is just unbelievable. I don't even know how it got excused at this point still to this day. It's just because a lot of those videos you'll only find on Poor Dirt Farmer's channel. You won't find them anywhere else. So you'll have to type in Poor Dirt Farmer and then, you know, the individual. So it's not like you can necessarily just find these videos with, like, of What's Truth right off the tip. You know, unfortunately, PDF is the only one who gives a fuck enough.
And now he's in the video. Oh, we got it. Boom!
You got it? Oh, shit. That's exactly.
Where's the link? Who just posted the link there?
I don't know.
How come I don't see it? Oh, there it is. Let me go over here to YouTube and get it. We're about to get that shit right now, guys.
Man, I appreciate it, Vegas Valley. You're
Authority check
cool people, man.
was rolling with a serial fucking predator sex offender.
That's what he was. That's what he is. My bad.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, I knew. You could just look at AC and you know something's not right.
And I just want to say, in no way is this setting Vegas Valley up. Me and him made peace. I'm not playing this to try to take shots at Vegas Valley, and I'm not even like playing this for it to mean that.
Ready? This is a little new one I made on Connie.
Like, I can see
it's only a minute long.
Why people might believe that. No, GOAT. Andrew lost. Have you seen his views? Have you seen his view count? Andrew's a GOAT? Is he? Andrew just fucked his entire ability to troll people because he wanted to go to real life. And he's a GOAT? He's a GOAT. He's a GOAT.
Connie poo poo.
This motherfucking poo! Motherfucking poo! Motherfucking poo! This motherfucking poo!
Fuck yeah, baby! Blood, flood, fuck yeah, baby! Motherfucking poo!
That this is really called out to a level where it's like, okay, this is not something that you can just push to the side and excuse and just say, well, this is just coincidence, and AC didn't know any better. He was just a 1A community member. He only audited with Earl, as if it's just like going to like a baseball game. Hey, I'm just playing with my baseball team. Yeah, this is my baseball team. I don't really know the pitcher. You know, I sit next to him in the bullpen, but I don't know him or anything like that. You know, it's just we only ate at the pizza shop. You know, gave high fives to each other and burped in each other's faces and laughed, but we don't know each other or anything like that. We're not friends. It's not like we fucking sucked each other's dick or anything.
With this guy, let's cue it up right now, guys.
While you're watching that, I would suggest downloading it as well.
I am. I'm going to download it. Hold on 1 second. Let me just open up my app. Give me 1 second, guys. Because first we're going to download it so we have it. And as we're speaking, it's downloading. It's only 12 minutes long, so I'm actually downloading it right now, and I'm downloading it in high definition, 1080p. Oh, boom. In less than a minute, I'll have it downloaded. It's almost fully downloaded, and I'm about to show it to you guys right now. Let's get rid of this. So, Dr. Dave, if you're watching, I'm about to show authority check. Rolling with a convicted sex offender. This ain't, hey, you know what? Dr. Dave even told me to go after Earl. Remember, he goes, Joe, you should go after Earl. Remember that? Yo.
Watch the video all over again. The one we played yesterday. Or, yeah, we played this yesterday.
Let's
play it again.
3 seconds. I almost got it fully downloaded just in case it gets taken down.
Let's do it.
You know what? Let's listen to another little clip of Connie. This is Connie right here. This is, if you haven't heard this yet, it's a good one.
Man, I suck your... I don't know what to say. Hey, man, I suck your dick. What's up? Now, you know, you guys know I'm just joking when I say that shit, right? Like, I'm not really gonna actually go out there and suck dick. That's not really a thing. When I say that, it's more or less so that they can like play me on their shows and have me saying that shit, which is hilarious because I really don't. I'm like not gay, and so it's funny because then they'll play it and they'll be like, "Listen to what he said." Aha! It's like, yeah, I said that, so you play it, dumbass. Duh. Like. Oh no, like, oh no, it hurts me so much if I say that I suck dick when I really don't. It doesn't bother me none. I still get pussy. I still only like vagina. Shit, I ain't never sucked dick in my life. The funniest thing is like I never sucked dick. Like, you know, so it's like, what the fuck? Of course it's funny. I've never sucked dick. It's funny. It's funny. Come on. No. Whatever. I mean, like, if I sucked dick, if I actually did, would it be funny? Well, it would be, I guess it would be a reality at that point if I actually sucked dick. It'd be like, I don't know if you could really make fun of it, though. But at the same time, like, I don't know if it's a joke, though. When I'm just saying it's a joke, then obviously I'm not gay. And it's just a joke. And I haven't really sucked dick. Duh. Like those, you know, that's saying like you can only make fun of yourself, or those who make fun of themselves can laugh at themselves or laugh at themselves. Laughing at yourself is good. It's funny to laugh at yourself. It's good to laugh at yourself. Like it's only going to be somewhere I laugh at myself if like it's funny, and it's only funny if it's just not like true. And it's just not true. I ain't never sucked a dick in my life. Now, if I were to suck dick, I mean, I don't know if I'd make a big spectacle about it. I'd probably be very closeted about that shit. I don't know. I'd probably be really I'd probably hold that shit. I probably wouldn't tell people.
Connie, that's fucking gay as fuck, bro. Like, it's some really fucking gay fucking shit, bro. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you're joking or not. you're fucking gay.
If I really sucked dick, I wouldn't say anything. I swear. It wouldn't be funny. It'd just be a fact, I guess, at that point, if it were true, which it's not. Which is not. It's fine. I'm not the one who sucks dick, Randy. He is. It's fine. I'm glad actually if Corrosive got donations. If people were actually stupid enough to donate to him under the premise of trying to piss me off, good. And I'm glad that Corrosive got donations. More power to him. So I was talking about dick sucking, and I've never sucked dick. Randy here has. Randy, can you tell us about your experiences in sucking dick? We know you've done a lot of it. Do you have any like tutorial you can give us on said dick sucking by any chance before you leave and go back and run back to the other dick sucker, or are you no? I think he left. Whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna watch Corrosive. I'll watch him maybe day after tomorrow or something. If I have time. What is it, Tuesday? I might have time around 2:33 p.m. I could fit it in my schedule, I think. So until that happens, I'm just gonna kind of chill here with y'all and talk about dick sucking, which I've never done. Duh. I want to iterate that because like I really would never suck dick. Like I wouldn't make a spectacle out of dick sucking if I actually sucked dick. I mean, come on, that's fucking retarded. Seriously. Like Stacey McManus. Like, do I really think that Stacey's a lesbian? I don't think so. But she'll say scissor sisters a lot. She'll be like, yeah, my scissor sister Brittany. And that's how I know she's not serious, because you would never fucking have scissor sex with Brittany. Gross. And you know it. So it's like you don't go there, girlfriend. But you know it's like overly exaggerated, so they're not really lesbians. It's not really like they're gonna scissor sister each other. But like, you know, they must be a little lesbian if they're looking up scissoring. I don't know what made them look up scissoring in the first. Stacey, what the fuck made you look up scissoring anyway? Well, how do you know about scissoring? How do you even know about scissoring? What made you even start talking about scissoring, Stacey?
Oh man, yeah, it's fucking gay, bro. I don't know how to. There's no other way to put it. But let's see what he's doing over there now.
Cult who protects each other, who protects pedos and chomos and rapists. Apparently, it just doesn't even matter to them. Those fucking girls like polyester and shit, and all those fucking girls like Amanda P, Amanda C, fucking the chick, the other Amanda who goes to the settlement, whatever her name is. It's all y'all, man. It's unfortunate, like, you know, Dutchy and shit. You know, mostly those girls are who I'm disappointed at the most, is because these women who are the people who would be taking rape more serious than anyone else. Like, women would be taking it, or should be taking it more serious than a man would. So when I see women there and they're just complicit with that shit, it just makes me very uneasy. I'm not gonna lie. That's what gets me pissed. That's when I start going up in there with fucking sock accounts and start throwing them one by one. You know, I get pissed, and I really am. Like, you know, at that point, you can't say, oh, Connie's just pissed off using his sock accounts because he just wants money. I'm not pissed off about that. I assure you, it's not that I'm pissed off about. I'm not pissed off about the views. I already knew the views were paid for a long time ago, but there's one problem when you see these same people, like Amanda Erickson and shit too, just running back over there to these people. And then using some narrative like I'm using her mother's image as if it bothers her. Bitch, nothing bothers you at the point where you just accept what these people are. And I can't. Many people cannot just accept what they are. So it makes me wonder how you can. And then, you know, Rue has an association with a lot of those individuals too. So, you know, then you got Rue mixed up in it. And I know she doesn't support AC, but now she's almost forced to support him or keep her mouth shut so that the donos keep coming through. It's all just a game for them to make money. As long as she shuts the fuck up, does what they say, you know, plays along with their little game. That's what's going on. I know that's what's happening. You wouldn't be in Discord as long as you are, as much as you are, unless you were profiting from this in some way. Guaranteed. And so I'm not gonna have anything to do with that fucking gamble, that lottery right there, that like, you know, casino like environment of fucking walk of shame. I don't know what the fuck you even want to call some shit like that. It's like let's give Rue a little room to play in with toys while we go out in the big room in the living room and do the big boy shit. Let's go play adult while, you know, we put Rue in timeout with all the new games we bought her and all the nice items so she won't question what we did and what we're doing. You know, it's really just a fucked up kind of scenario you got put in, Rue, because even and same as Lauren, like they got put in some scenario where even if they want to believe me, the money on their end that they're being paid for to shut the fuck up or be on their end of things is just, you know, it's bigger than what I can do. I can't give them money. I can't, you know, I can't do that. I can't shut them up with money. I can't, you know, force them to take a narrative with money. I don't have the money to give them. You know, and so of course they're gonna be tempted by the money. Anyone is gonna be tempted by the money. Let me point that out. Even Game Over 2, you know, as much as he makes it seem like he loves making content, he's more into probably making money. You know, it's not so much a content. If it was about the content, you'd see a lot more happening. It'd be a lot more fun. He'd express how much fun he's having. There's not much fun to be had there. With even, you know, 2,000 subs, if you even reach it, and you're still not having enough fun for it to be considered anything. It's just it's shit at that point. Put someone like Jamie up there, it becomes negative. You put some chick up there that doesn't know how to speak like Chicky T or Amanda, it becomes shit. There's nothing you can really do or attempt to do at that point to make it original. What, let AC up there to talk about the same shit he's been talking about for 2 years while he backs a fucking rapist? That's sure gonna help. You know, and all these people, they all have these weird fucking connections to one another. And it doesn't look good on them. Oh, no, BK still, they all still e-beg. Do you think any one of those people would still be around as much as they are if they didn't make money on?
I love making content, and yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do. So eat a dick, Rebel.
Just say he wasn't joking. If he wasn't joking, that tells me that they're throwing money around to each other on purpose. And then they're just throwing it back to each other. Like, here's some money for your show, and then, by the way, I need the money back. Is that what's going on? Because, I mean, that's almost like what it seems like sometimes. But I want you all to not trust Amanda Erickson, for sure. For you guys to sit there and still trust people like Swedish Sugar, specifically Swedish Sugar, or Amanda Erickson, or the likes of someone like that, like, you cannot do that. Because once you do that, you're being sold out. Like, just automatically, you are already being sold out. You take money from them, you are already sold out. Like, you are a paid off little cow for them that they're gonna make you do whatever they want you to do. And if you don't do it, they're gonna take the money away. They're gonna do something. They're gonna, you know. But it's just like the games that they're gonna play with money. It's gonna happen to someone else. It's not just like this just gonna just only happen to me. You know, it's happened to me, which means it'll happen to someone else. He said he was going on day 5 with no food. Wow. Is that what he really? Yeah, that's wow. Is that what he said? That's what he said when he was asking for money and shit. Yeah, and even admitted to wishing death upon a woman, wishing cancer upon a woman. Like who does that? Who wishes death and cancer upon people who don't have cancer or death associated with them? I just don't understand how BK, someone like Brian King, could take something so far, and for you people to just look at them like they're such good people, it just seems to be odd. It seems to be very fucking strange. You know, we're looking at something that does not look right at all. And it's like, here we are, and we're really questioning me. Like, it's just...
Fair question. Do y'all see the sidewalk right here?
Yes.
I see something over there. Yeah, right here. Is that not a sidewalk? It's something. Yeah.
In chat yesterday? Wow.
Okay, y'all are walking in the middle of the road.
Motherfucker.
Now you're violating that law.
Not where we were walking. There's no sidewalk right here. Where we weren't on that side. We were on this side right here.
Hey, why am I being under arrest?
Why are you cuffing him? What's your name? Hey, we just respond. What's your name, officer?
Sergeant Harness.
Harness, this is LaPorte, Texas, guys.
Look at this fucking fat piece of shit. Look at him. He's so cool, isn't he? Backs are ripped. Look at his belly. Look at that belly. Isn't that cool guy? Short little, cool little guy. Look at that little guy. You know, like, he's such a cool dude. You know, he made so much money on his shit show. Meanwhile, he gets fucking arrested with rapists. Fuck your fucking money, bitch. Fuck your money. No, fuck your money, Amanda. Because then I know you're setting me up. You're setting all these fucking people up. Okay, you running back over there to authority check says it all. Okay, you don't respect anything. You don't respect the family. You don't respect the trolling. You don't respect any of this shit. All right, you're just gonna use it as a narrative, just like they do. And for you to think for a second that I believe you at this point, $10, okay. Guess who else gave me $10? All right, Andrew. Okay, there's people who even fucking stalked me before, who've thrown me fucking money at a point. So don't fucking tell me, bitch. Don't fucking tell me.
LaPorte, Texas. What are you cuffing him for? Hey, that hurts, man. What the hell? Tell him about your shoulder injury. Come on, dude. Like, you need a shoulder injury. I've also got herniated disc. Come on, man.
Wait, what? She accused me, my sister, of being in porn? Is that real? She really did? When was this, Magic? When? Like, respect the art of trolling, Drew. If you can't even respect, like, if people can't respect the art of even trolling, then you forfeit your right to be a troll. You're not a troll at that point. You're just shit. You're just a shitty fucking criminal, a stalker, a terrorist at that point. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it is what it is. But Amanda, I'm not letting you up. I'm not letting you up. We're not having a conversation. I told you that the other day would be the last time me and you are ever going to have a conversation, and that's it. All right? You run back to your little dogs who back rapists, because that's never going to be a thing for me. All right? I'm never going to back any rapists. And if you think I want to fucking be around you for a second after knowing now that you turned your back, she turned her back on me the other night for no reason. Honestly, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. She leaves my server. Doesn't even explain why. I asked her the next day why she left my server. You know what she says to me? Because it's too negative in there. Because I had a few trackers on people who harassed me, who harassed people within this community nonstop. And because of that, she did not like it. But then she can run in Discord servers like Massol Report even. She can be up in Massol Report even. Even go back to the shit show. Even jump up on panel and fucking have an orgasm. But for some reason, we're not supposed to believe that she's part of some weird conspiracy within all this shit. Of course she is. She's one of Andrew's little lapdogs. She always fucking was. Don't ever let that shit kid you. That whole liver thing was probably a fucking script. It was probably even scripted, for God's sake. I don't believe a fucking second of what Amanda said. You know, the moment I told her that I got a harassment order a temporary harassment order on an individual within the community was the moment she decided to leave my server and turn away. The moment I told her and disclosed this info with her was when she decided to turn her back on me. Can y'all believe that shit? And Happy Hippie as well, this rapist supporter. Don't think for a second that these people are good, because they intentionally will be behind the scenes fucking me over, making me look bad, trying to make me look bad in the process of someone backing a rapist, in the process of me explaining that someone backed a rapist. And for some reason, I'm still the issue within their community. You know, there's also people called liars, Happy Hippie. It still bothers me, like, these people intentionally like want to make me look bad over this guy. Like, they'll give the 60 views to this dude. They'll throw the fucking numbers in. I'm wondering how or why. Because even if I'm not getting it, I'm just thinking to myself, like, how the fuck is this even possible for someone to get their subs up, you know, that high, grow their channel that quick, in desperation, because you see that I'm making the channel that's a clone of theirs, and that I'm reaching numbers higher than them. So they have to desperately pay for subs to push the narrative like he's actually somebody. That's some embarrassing fucking shit, dude. That's some embarrassing fucking shit. No, you support them, Happy Hippie, because, like, when I brought up this fucking shit about people coming to my home stalking me and my mother. You didn't take that shit seriously. You went and backed the person stalking me instead. That's the fucked up thing. A lot of you, instead of having my back, you went and backed the person who actually was willing to openly admit that he physically assaulted me or my mother. But let's just fuck Rebel over. And these people that back, and those are people that back this fuck. That's the fucked up thing. Like those are people that back this motherfucker. That backed probably people within the community that are very questionable. And because the 1A is so loyal to each other, I mean, they're so loyal, and they fucked me over intentionally the other day. You know, they made me look like I was shit for simply just protecting my fucking best interests. A lot of you did. It's not just Happy Hippie, but people went in his chat. People went and supported him. We're sitting there cheering it on while he went and audited my police station. That I'll never forget. You know, once you see people cheering that shit on while some guy is fucking auditing your police station only 5 minutes away from your home, there's a problem with that. You know, when, especially the people in the chat, because you know that just made me fucking pissed. Like, how the fuck can you guys just sit there and pretend like you give a fuck about me when you're over there supporting that shit? Just go. Just go away. You know, I don't need you. I don't want you here. Please. And the rest of you too. If you want to sit around and fucking play Two-Face with me, just go. I'm not gonna scream. I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna shout. Just go. It's not like that complicated. But I'm not gonna sit here and take that sort of disrespect from y'all. That Two-Face ass bullshit. When it has to do with my fucking privacy, my life, my home, my fucking real life. Okay, this isn't just some YouTube shit. It's real fucking life. It is. And when you guys don't take it seriously and I see it, that's what makes me determine what I have to base this upon. Like, that's what I have to base it upon, is that. All right, even if I like these individuals or thought I did, the moment they turn their backs on me in some fucking real life situation like that tells me everything I need to know. And I'm too paranoid to take chances lately. I'm way too fucking paranoid to have people fucking playing that game with me. Just, it really is not necessary. There was no need for those people to go into that chat. Not one, unless they wanted entertainment, which they saw that man auditing my fucking police station just to intimidate me as entertainment. And at that point, fuck them. Fuck them is what I say. You know, a lot of you people have a built connection with a lot of these people. You have friends with these, like you've built connections, right? Well, it's fucked up because, you know, those same people might be harassing or threatening me. What do I do in that circumstance? What are you supposed to think in that circumstance? No, Rebel's wrong because he's always wrong. That person had a right to go to his home and harass his mom and him. That person had a right to threaten him and his mom. That person had a right to say he would physically assault Rebel. And how dare Rebel say otherwise? Because Sancho's my friend, is what Happy Hippie said, and many others. And that's why I say, and they thought that I wasn't serious. They really thought I was bluffing. They thought I wouldn't go to court. So they just said, you know what? Fuck Rebel. He always does this. Even if the guy's going to his home, even if the guy's threatening Rebel, even if he's fucking saying he's going to physically assault Rebel and he's going to go and audit at his police station. Well, you know what? He's not going to go to the police station. So we back Sancho. That's what they said. We back the one who's going to get away with the crime. We're not going to back the one who has the crime committed on him. What is that? What's that supposed to mean? Huh? But then you sure as hell can come up here and talk about this shit like you're going to bond with us. Or like any of you are going to fucking bond with me. After pulling some fucking shit like that. What a good friend y'all are. What good friends I have. Friends that will literally turn their back on me for a fucking rapist supporter. And you're going to sit there and fucking say anything? Don't say shit. Just fucking go.
Yeah, I'm freaking out because I'm in fucking handcuffs right now. You don't have to
You need some light?
You don't put me in fucking handcuffs for no goddamn reason. can't disarm him either, sir. He's not under arrest. He's under arrest now for walking in the right way with the sidewalk. Are you serious? I am serious. Actually, all of you are going to be under arrest. The street right there is blocked off.
Wait, be a minute. Be turning around. Belly.
Here, take that off. Take it off. It slides off.
And we walked on the curb, not the street.
34 clear from on Oaks. I can be around to 21.
Is that better?
You all right?
Is that better, sir?
34, 21. You stay when you stepping in.
Well, guys, we're in LaPorte, Texas. We're being arrested by a sergeant. He says that there's a sidewalk over there. We walked over here on the curb. We didn't get in the street. We were on the curb.
By the way, the individual who's speaking is actually the rapist, who's now Houston.
Who's the shift lieutenant right now? Oh, so you're it, huh? LaPorte, Texas. Oh, he says that he's arresting all of us because we didn't cross the street to walk on that sidewalk over
neighborhood.
in a residential neighborhood.
Unbelievable.
We walked on the curb right here, not on the road, but on the curb. And
they were flashing flashlights into people's cars.
And he says that's a crime. They're going to arrest all three of us.
The residential neighborhood, Sergeant. That is correct. I understand. We were on the curb when you were coming down the street. There's no sidewalk provided on the side we were walking on. If there's a side we were walking on, we were already on the sidewalk. We crossed the street.
It's not an intersection exactly. We were within 100 feet of an intersection. All this is because somebody said we look at their car with a flashlight.
All it's about.
Confirmed. So at first they say that they're just there and something about a crosswalk, and then he finally admits.
Peace out, Peanut. Thanks for stopping by,
flashing
man.
Flashlights into people's cars in the middle of the night in a residential neighborhood. That's not creepy at all, right? So he just admits it, but they're still going to be in denial and be like, "Why did we get arrested? Why were we arrested?" Well,
that's all it's about.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that.
Now we don't have Chief Adcox here anymore, and we got a new chief. And I mean, if this is what's passing for professional, I'm sorely disappointed. This was a good department when Adcox was in charge. James, I'll answer your question. LaPorte, obviously.
LaPorte?
Yes.
Look at AC. He's not even taking this serious. Look at him. He's not even taking this shit serious. He's having fun while he's being arrested with a rapist.
Yeah, it's LaPorte, Texas. He says he's arresting us because we didn't cross the street. Keep in mind, we're within 100 feet of an intersection, but you have to cross at the intersection. But he says that we should have crossed the street right there and used the sidewalk instead of walking on the curb here.
We were on the curb because there's no sidewalk.
Yeah, there's no sidewalk here, so we walked on the curb. No vehicular traffic here. I don't know the sergeant's name. I didn't get it. Sergeant Harness. And we got a second unit showing up now.
So get a hold of Justin Pulliam and Don, if you would, guys. John Gray, Justin Pulliam. Hello, how's it going?
Okay, so I'm basically going to cuffs, so I'm not going to be able to film, guys. I'll stay live as long as I can.
CAC. Right in front of the rapist.
Put my phone away. I have a weapon on my right hip.
Yeah, let me do that.
You don't have any weapons on you?
Nope, no weapons. Yeah. Here, let me
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Laughing.
It seems to me this would be a Class C misdemeanor, and you'd be writing a ticket for that.
And I want to point out that like when he was laughing like that, it's almost like News Now Houston like bonded with him. Like he heard him laughing, and you can tell he was like chuckling right there, like as if they both had a bond. So that right there points out like, yeah, they were friends. They were.
Not arresting people.
AC. Oh my god, you're so stupid sometimes.
I
I
said, it
love
seems
you,
to me
bro.
that that's a traffic ticket, not an arrest.
You're correct. That is a traffic offense, in which you can't go to jail. So you just admitted to me that y'all did committed a traffic offense.
No, I'm saying
It is a traffic offense, correct? That's what you just said.
I'm not admitting to anything. I'm
Okay, that's
asking
fine.
you if
It
you,
is. It is a ticketable and or arrestable offense. You're correct.
This is what this department's become since Adcox went down to UTMB.
It sounds to me like Rebel knows the bonding signs when it comes to bonding with pedo.
Wow. Who's a sick bastard? There he is, guys. Look, there he is. Out. Fucking caught my videos. Wow, I'm just amazed, bro. Oh, I'm gonna give you a better picture of this fucking clown. I'm gonna give you guys a better picture. Watch this. Look how fucking clown. Yo, he looks so cornbally too. This fucking dude. Watch this. Oh, here's a nice picture of this fucking idiot. Hold on one second, guys. Give me 1 second. Look at these fucking clowns. Oh my goodness. And I just don't understand why. What's this guy thinking, man? One second. I got a nice little picture. I just don't understand why. What's this guy thinking, man? Yeah, I want the one to show his face also. He doesn't get any views. His shit is garbage.
Garbage for real. I don't know how I remember that, but I did.
Clip that shit.
Wow.
Guy has gray hair. Look at he has gray fucking
I want
hair.
to watch that other video. What was the other video again?
Look at that.
Go back to it.
Gray fucking hair, and this guy's a gangster. Look at him. He's so cool. Look at this
Okay, right
gangster hair. The
I wanna fucking
gangster
fast forward
AP who wears a fucking flat brim cap to cover up his fucking gray hair. Jesus Christ. It's not gray. It's just, you know. Oh, yeah. It's just.
There's the proof right there. You see him. That's authority check. His real name is Leonard De Leon. It's him right there. Yeah, you see, Nova. I guess. Well, you gotta understand. That's the pedophile version of auditing. They're doing it. That's a pedo audit right there. He's in the pedophile auditing community, where they audit little children in their bed while they're sleeping. That's what you're witnessing right there.
With that guy. Look at him.
Yes.
Take a good gander at this guy.
See what this little idiot's trying to do is he's trying to fucking play fucking the clips of Vegas talking shit about AC. Like it's gonna do something, but we all know that he's just fucking trying to, cause fucking problems, which he won't because he's an idiot. But that's what he thinks he's trying to do, but he's a fucking idiot. So have fun, Rebel. Have fun.
That's not a good look.
These guys are walking around shining their flashlights in their windows. They're looking in their windows and also looking in the car windows. So the cop rolls up, and then you can see him right there getting arrested. But the picture I showed you right there, that's all right, come on, I fucking rated it.
clown. Look at this fucking idiot. Hi.
There we go.
Hi.
Right. I'll upload my YouTube. Now I'm gonna come over here. Now I'm gonna come over here and share it with you guys. You guys, wait till you fucking see this. This is hilarious. I can't believe what I just fucking. Dude, this guy's admitting talking about selling.
Brony head blocked me like before your stream started 2 days ago.
Wow, fucking incredible. I can't believe this shit right here. All right, you guys can see it, right?
Yes.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Now listen closely to what he says. Watch.
Getting ready for his diet for jail. First off, ramen and honey buns. Yeah, I was thinking to say that's not actually accurate because I will definitely have commissary. Look, $20 is $20, and if I got to give up my ass for a little commissary, you got to do what you got to do. My meals can be, I mean, anything really, like a nice honey bun. Can you bring me one?
Wow. So you guys heard that, right?
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
Check your DMs, AC.
Hey, you know, I guess I got to sell my ass. Wow. He just said he sold his ass
And you know what? I mean, you guys
What's up,
now
Citizen
at
Z?
this point
Yo.
can make your own decision. Okay? I mean, I'm gonna dig through this more in the future, but for right now, like that's I just wanted to give kind of a template for people to understand what's really going on with this guy, and the creepy motives behind him. Because even though these guys look like they're good or they're better than me and they say they have jobs and stuff like that,
What's
there's
up,
a lot
homie?
of dark history behind all these.
Oh, hold on. What up, homie?
What up?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I had some shit to take care of this morning, so kind of slept in.
Yeah.
And I'm late to get everything started today. I woke up and this is going on. I figured this would happen. I'm not surprised.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, he tried threatening me this morning, so
So, like the timeline for all of this, I know some people were asking, like, did I get arrested? Yeah. I got arrested with everyone that night. Patrick got arrested. David got arrested. I got arrested. We all got arrested. We got arrested for pedestrian the roadway. There was a bunch of claims that we were running around putting flashlights in people's windows and in cars and stuff. I don't have to lie about any of this. Like it's like the streams are there. Like we went live, or I shouldn't even say they went live that night when the officer decided that he was going to arrest us. So like, I mean, you can see that just like somebody mentioned in the video, there was not a sidewalk provided to us. We walked the edge of the street, or the curve of the sidewalk, or the curve of the street, or whatever, and the officer arrested us for that. The case was dismissed. Like there was, they could not find prejudice. I mean, once again, this goes back to officer was wrong. He tried to he arrested us for this because he thought that he had a valid claim to this. After we went to court a couple times, the prosecutor tried to force us into a deal. We refused the deal, and we were released. I mean, they dropped the charges. There was not enough for them to actually go off of. Now we'll say this. Well, yeah, exactly. Well, I will say this, like the thing that a lot of people will say, well, you knew he was a rapist. You knew that. Well, I didn't do a background check, first off. Second, did I have part of the information? Sure, I had part of the information. What I've always used as my what I've always gone back to and used as my date of truly knowing who this guy was right at the time that I went on Dying to Live's panel. Dying to Live was a channel. I think he still does videos, but he doesn't do any live videos anymore. And he used to do panels and stuff. And it was like big drama thing, you know,
Yeah.
he kind of red pilled people. That's the way I always looked at it. He kind of red pilled people. You know, he would, his thing was like, he would say people aren't they're not made for this. They're not made for this life, right? You know, it's kind of where, like, you know, like, oh, another one of his sayings would be like, you know, you go along to get along. And you know, for me, once I had the information, it was hard to ignore or hard to say, it just, how do I put this? I'm trying to figure out a way to put this. It was hard for, like, if there was anybody that came at me with the truth, like I said, Bones, Sancho, all those guys were there. They like, somebody sent them a link, let them know that I was there. They showed up. They literally handed me the fucking documents for this shit. I even give Teresa the fucking credit. I attacked Teresa that night for the first time because, well, she had been on, or at least what I was told, that she had been on fucking YouTube running her fucking mouth about me, and she knew nothing about me. But once I had the information, once that panel was done, I started going through all the documentation, reading it, and I made the decision that I wasn't going to be around this person. I really knew the facts of what was going on, not hearsay, not, hey, I was arrested for this, but you know, I wasn't that. I'm not a bad person. I did my time. Like, you may have done your time, but the victim has to live for this the rest of their life. So it goes back to this. It goes back to the facts. When did I know? How did I know? Blah 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 blah. Right? Well, what about when I knew every single fucking detail that was in that fucking police report, and when I stopped actually fucking, like, recording with the guy? Like, it was after the dying to live thing. I refused to record with the guy. Patrick tried to get me to do that a bunch of times. Hey man, let's go hang out. Hey, let's Earl's down the way. We can. No, just don't. And even now, I don't even record with Patrick now. So this is all old shit. I've gone over it so many fucking times. Maybe, you know, maybe it's a nice little refresher for the people who don't know me, and that's fine. Like, the longer you're around me, the more you'll realize that I want nothing to do with this guy. Like, I don't like this guy, and you know what? I don't even repeat the story of what he did, because, you know, I would say go do what I did, or, you know, be red pilled like everyone else fucking did me. Go get the information, because it's easily accessible. Go get the information. Go get the court records. They're floating around on YouTube as well. Like there's videos of this, and get the information, and then realize who the fuck he is. I mean, don't just go off of hearsay. If that was the case, every time, I mean, you heard the video, somebody accused me of being like part of the pedo crew. Really? Because I haven't, this is over 2 years now. Or this is just about 2 years old. I haven't recorded the guy with 2 years. About almost. So I'm gonna enjoy this, because as funny as this is,
what's up, Joe?
Connie will continue to bring this up over and over and over, because he thinks this is a gotcha. He's pissed right now. He's pissed. The last 2 days, the last 2 times I stream, we've made money. He hasn't. He's been begging $10 for cigarettes for like a week now.
Yeah. Yeah. He's fun.
let me and then here's the thing. Like, here's another thing. Not that, but there are people in here that have been around from the fucking get-go, not just with the start of my channel, but there are people that have been around long enough to have seen a lot of this stuff happen. Brian King is one of them. I don't have to lie to Brian King, be like, dude, Brian knows. Brian's got the facts. You gonna drop that or no? Connie is just e-begging bum. And look, I've even even when I've had beefs with people, right? Yeah. Even when I've had beefs with people and didn't people have tried to use this against me, and then later on apologize because they knew that I was not in the wrong. I've for Citizen Z, I'm not to throw you in the bus, man. I'm not trying to do that. Citizen Z, and it was hanging out with PDF for the longest time, and it was one of the things that PDF would always say, that's my best friend. That's my best friend. Please show me where me and News Now Houston are friends.
Yo, what's up, boy?
Hey, what's up, gang? What's up, AC?
Chilling, man, chilling.
Yeah, what's he doing? He's playing that old stream from fucking way back.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's what he's doing. He's just trying to stir up some shit. Yeah, Rebel's a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of made amends with him yesterday on Flower Child's channel.
That. Yeah.
So the best thing to do if AC wants, man. I mean, just because, like I said, all three of us are cool, so that's why I came up here, just so the world sees.
Oh yeah.
Me and AC's cool. Me and Game's cool. It's old shit. It's water under the bridge. But
yeah, I said that before. I mean, yeah, I mean, we've known Rebel for a long time. He does fuck shit like this daily, so
I forgot that. Yeah, I do streams every day, so I forgot that fucking stream was even out there on one of my channels. If AC wants, man,
I don't care that here's the thing. I leave most of my videos up. It's very rare I take a video down, and it's to show transparency. I come out of the 1A community, and we're the people that sit there and scream for transparency from our law enforcement, from our public officials. It's one of the reasons why I don't mind leaving stuff up, or that people leave stuff up about me. If we had beefs before, I mean, it's up. I don't have to fucking hide it. It happened. But at the end of the day, for example, Rebel's not going to play the stream where you went up on somebody's panel and said, hey, I actually vetted AC. Maybe you misspoke, or maybe you went off of hearsay at first, but you went and you did your own research and you pulled the record. I have no such charges on my fucking record.
No, I'll keep it real. You don't. I seen 3 things on there, and they were minor fucking traffic infractions and some dumb little shit. But there was nothing. There was nothing on your record or your background that would have raised a flag at me and said, "What the fuck?" Yo, that would have said.
AC, what? Can you mute when you do that, buddy?
And that would have said that would have made me say, "No, I'm not gonna fuck. I can't fuck with this dude." I didn't say that, and like you said before, I heard you earlier. You're like, "Yo, we don't know what people do in their own personal lives until they get busted and it comes to light." You know what I mean? And even then, when someone gets busted, it's like it's none of my business unless it's a funny crime. You know what I'm saying? Like those fucking clowns got themselves into. But yeah, you don't got. I never seen none of that shit in your background. So you know what I'm saying? But I can tell you, this Chicky's over here.
Yeah, she's always over here, man.
And the thing is, what everybody's witnessing between us three, we made a truce. We made an agreement. We're like, hey, you know what? We didn't know each other. We butted heads. We're past that. We're friends now. But the most important thing is that people are going to see that our YouTube credibility, our word at the end of the day, is the most valuable thing. So when I say I have a truce with somebody, I got a fucking truce. I haven't fucking put out any diss videos on you guys since. You know what I mean? So that's an old one. If you want, it's up to you, AC. But if you want, I'll drop that video and anything else you see that if you're willing to drop that one with you in game, but when you guys came at me, it's up to you, man. You know what I mean? I don't mind doing that.
I mean, like I said, like I don't really have an issue with it. I think it's you know, I think it's transparency. You know, we didn't see eye to eye. Some shit happened. I mean, it's not you know, if we're asking that from law enforcement, why can't we do it ourselves? You know what I mean? That's the way I've always seen that.
Yeah, look towards the future, not the past.
But I'm not trying
I mean, I have a past. Like you can literally go through and watch the shit show as it fucking occurred, like when we first began, and you can see where we made mistakes or maybe we said some fucked up shit. Like all of it is there for that reason. You know, if I said something like and people want to take it out of context, sure, but the videos, and trust me, people clip shot all the fucking time. They can definitely take that video or and clip it and make it look bad on me. But I have the original video up, so you can go watch the entirety of it of that episode, and see where why I said what I said.
I just did that stream.
You know, like for example, like
all to roast you that one night. It was just to roast you. You know what I'm saying?
Who are you talking about?
I understand. And like, you know, for example, like I know that you, Miss Penguin has been over at your channel, nice, getting nice and chummy. And look, she's a pretty lady. I give her that. But because I think I've said that a couple times. But Penguin is I mean, she's not a good person. And as I'm not telling you this to take sides, because like once again, like I'm only gonna spit the truth. And you know, you can take away from it what it is. I'm not here trying, like, people are friends with people, like that's none of my business. I'm not here to tell people who to hang out with and who not to hang out with. But you know, at least from our experience, like we've done videos on the shit show of her and her CPS calling and admitting to calling people for nothing more than just feelings. Like
I get it.
Simply, I don't like you. You're not a good person, or she thinks, or she says somebody's not a good person, and starts, you know, doing fucked up shit to people. So I mean, we got videos like that. And up till now, I hadn't brought any of that up because, like, it's none of my business. Like, I think you'll see through her bullshit at some point, because right now all she's doing is. Let me finish. I'm about done. And right now she's, you know, just like other people, like enemy of my enemy is my friend. And right now she's definitely taking advantage of you being against other people in, on YouTube.
Well, here's the thing. I totally get it. And I always make my stance that, hey, man, I'm not going to bang on somebody if they've never done anything to me, because I do have a true redemption channel. I don't hold anything against anybody with their past. They got out of prison, it's okay. I don't care. They've never done it to me. But here's the thing. Here's why just to make it very clear, because Chicky T's out there, and Chicky T, you're about to get a news flash right here. You're about to hear it first about what's actually going on right now. So the reason that I have her back, let me just reverse. When she first came on my channel, I made it clear in front of the world. I said, hey, listen, I know you have an issue with Tonic, but I just worked a backdoor deal with Tonic, and he wasn't going to slander my name or talk about me in other channels. And I also am not going to mention Tonic or Chicky T's name on any of my live streams or even look his way. That's what I said to her. Well, it's a lot of noise. But anyways, so I wait. So one night I see him on Ham Banana. After I thought that we had a truce, then me and Tonic. And what does he do? He fucking takes a swing at me, starts clowning me on an adversarial channel of mine.
Well,
so let me finish. He violated his truce. So I don't know if you see my stream last night. So now I have my own issue with Tonic because he did that. And so what he doesn't realize is Dr. Dave is now on Tonic's ass. You know who Dr. Dave is. He's actually a good ally of mine. And I'm over here now passing. So Chicky T, don't be surprised. You're about to start seeing some videos of Tonic getting dropped on Dr. Dave's channels. He's going to a lot of channels. Because he fucking violated that truce with me. He did. He violated it.
So
his word don't mean
so
shit.
so if I can jump in on this for a second. So not everybody knows I tried to work something out where Tonic wasn't, between me and you, Tonic wasn't innocent bystander in this. And I say it that way for a reason. When I went back to watch the video on this, and once again, we haven't talked since then. I've been trying to stay out of the fucking heat, for a lack of better terms. I went back and I watched, and I didn't see. I know your thing is big about, you're big about the respect thing, and the respect I don't feel was lost on his end. And the reason why I say is this: his attack, just like my attack on Mike the other day, when he was hanging out. By the way, you're great that you lost that fucking soldier, because that guy is not a soldier. But
he kept
Mike
saying he was a
was
soldier. I kept
Mike
telling
went
him,
up
"Don't
there.
represent my name." He never represented me. I don't know why he was doing
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah, he's no, that dude's a fucking clown.
He's a fucking
Anyways, but my issue was with Mike, and that's why I waited for you to get off the panel. I jumped up on panel because I'm friends with Kate. I'm cool with Kate, and I went over there to once I saw Mike up there, I was like, I'm gonna fucking dig into his ass, because the dude's a piece of shit. And like I said, he's not a soldier. And the more that I was up there just poking at him, the more I just showed how much of a clown he was. And so like I said, I just I was up there poking at Mike. When you heard Tonic talking about what you thought was you, like, he was talking about Mike. He was more poking at Mike. It had nothing to do with you. And I think that's where and once again, look, I'm only trying to help the situation. I'm not trying to
I'm not even talking about that.
I'm not trying
that
to
asshole one. I'm not even talking about that stream. There's two streams.
No,
in
I
particular I'm
understand
talking
that. But what I'm getting at with the Tonic situation, Tonic is over there in Ham Banana. Like, I didn't mind hanging out over there at Ham Banana. It wasn't to offend you. Like I told you many times, like Porter Farmer used to do that shit all the time. I don't believe in the guilt by association. If I go hang out somewhere, like for example, like I'm up here on game show right now. I may be over at Tonic's later because he goes live, and I may go hang out with Silver Diamond later because she's going to do a prize thing later. I may hang out at Squishy Cats because there's some drama going on, and I might be part of that, or I might just want to fucking have a front row seat. Like over here in our sector, a lot of that guilt by association, it's kind of hard to do that. Like, for another example, like I've been up on this other channel called Rada 2.0. I've gone up on his channel before in the past, and between Game Over 2 and Rada, like, they don't see eye to eye at times, and it's more on the Rada side, which is the funny part about it. Like I mean,
I
so
don't do the guilt.
like the
I don't
guilt
do
by
the guilty by
association.
association. I don't do that.
I mean, let me say something real quick. Like, how I look at it is, I talked to Joe about it, and what happens, and I feel like with Joe, there's not a lot of gray area. It's black and white, and it's I said my piece, and that's pretty much all I could do, and.
But Gang took down that original stream, and in that stream, I know what Tommy said, and he said it, and he made a threat. He said, he said, this guy don't even know.
I think that Tonic should come and talk. Anything.
He said he was going to be after me for a whole year. I'm like, this is crazy, bro.
Would you be willing to talk to Tonic about a truce again?
Okay,
he kind of broke the truce.
So once again, this is. So look, once again, this was the reason why I reached out and I tried to settle things behind the scene, so that there was no more of that.
Yeah, no, you did.
And that's why no, I mean, look, I don't mind playing peacekeeper at times. I as much as I stir the pot or cause some drama, like, I don't mind playing peacekeeper, especially if I thought I caused the the whole fucking thing to begin with. And
what's up, Spike?
Going back to that, like once again, like I went out of my way to like I understood what had happened, and once again, I probably didn't have to fucking step in, but I did, and I was trying to do it because these guys are my friends. These guys are people I hang out with almost on a daily, and so I stepped in to try to like kind of solve the problem, kind of fix it or mend it in some way.
Here's a fair question. And the thing is, he already violated me, and so I'm going after him for my own personal reasons. But also now I got multiple females that sent me videos, sent me pictures, and I got the proof that he's over there clowning. Well, no, I'm gonna just say something. So what I'm saying is, if it's okay for Tonic to clown this girl and her child, then I guess it's okay for us to roast his girlfriend, Chicky T. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to show. I'm about to show Tonic and his girlfriend, because here's the thing, Chicky T.
But here's where I'm going with it. Like,
Chicky T's involved with this shit.
But here's the thing. Like, that had nothing to do with your community or you before all of this stuff, where our two communities kind of met. That had nothing to do. Like, a lot of this stuff. Like, for example, like, you weren't around when Tonic was left in Florida, who Huckleberry went and picked up, drove to Florida, dropped him off in Florida, and said, "Hey, there's a hurricane coming. I hope you survive." Then did a fake ass stream where she went live crying about him. But only hours before that. Well, I'm just trying to show you an example. Like, this is all stuff that happened prior to you being around, or you being around this community. That it's there's a lot of context here that's being missed. And when you jump in and get involved, and like, I'll even give you another example. And this is not to say that PDF's not a piece of shit, because I firmly believe he is.
I don't like him. I got your back on that one.
He's a true piece of shit. Yeah.
I got your back. I'm gonna tell you, I've been roasting the shit out of PDF, doxing him like crazy.
Yeah.
I'm on his ass, dude. He don't get no views.
No, he has like 20 people in his chat. That's about it.
Dude, I got your back on
it's
PDF.
The same people
all day long, dude. All day long, I got your back. He's reported with Farmer.
But once again, like, it's about having all the context. Like, you got to see, like, without me even trying to say anything, like, PDF showed his cards, like, right from the get-go. Yeah. We went over there, he fucking yelled at you. "Oh, you're gonna side with these porn bombers? Well, you're next." Yeah, all that bullshit. Oh, come on now.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, I explained to Joe the history. That I said there's a lot of history with these people. I said there's a lot of history. I gave him the rundown. I told him, but like I said, it's black and white. The gray area with what happened before. It's kind of like that's why it's it's kind of a difficult situation.
But the thing is, I got videos of this fucking guy Tonic clowning that burn victim, and now I got here's what I now I got something else. Now he's clowning, he's disrespecting, and I got the fucking screenshots of him. Hold on, him disrespecting Penguin's child and son, talking about it's just really nasty shit. And so all I'm saying is that I'm just gonna clown. I'm gonna clown fucking Tonic until he wants to come to the table and just say, "Hey, bro." He comes out and comes on my panel like a gentleman and just says, "Hey, bro, let's call a truce," just so I have it on record. And that's it. But until that, I would advise
you're gonna
to do it before Dr. Dave drops these videos.
You're gonna do it. Look, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. I'm not here to stop you. Like, I'm not here to disrespect you either. I will say that I don't agree, and I don't, and I'm not telling you, like, once again, I'm not telling you out of the disrespect. I'm trying to get you to understand, like all this shit, like with this burn victim shit was taken out of context, because them laughing at this was not them laughing at a kid that was burned. It was them laughing at this chick, like doing something. Like I get like buying a kid like some like monitos and shit, like animals, little stuffed animals. I get them buying shit like that, like and saying, hey, you know, trying to make them feel better. But like this kid couldn't eat candy at the time. Like, and you're buying the kid candy. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's where the humor in it was. It had nothing to do with the kid actually being burned. And I think that's where a lot of that was taken out of context, because now she's trying to spin it as Tana's attacking a kid that's, you know, that's a burn victim. And that's not even.
What about the memes? What about the memes that he was making of Penguin's underage child and constantly sending to her? What about the screenshot I got that he sent? He sent a message talking about her son rubbing nut sacks with his daddy and stuff like that. I mean, what with a picture of her son on it just to taunt her. That's nasty, man.
I actually don't know of that.
That was actually Michael Long. It's a picture of Michael Long.
Is it Michael Long?
It's Michael Long. Yeah, over. I think it's over.
Okay, so these were all clips that were made back in her old community. These are all stuff that was made back from her. Like she's like when I say that, and once again, look, you're not privy to some of the information.
And he didn't make that. He didn't make.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did not make that. So all of these things. There's a lot of people that sent that. You know that she's been outed out of like 3 or 4 other communities, right? Like this is now like her 3rd or 4th. Like as soon as she jumped in our community, people let us know who she was, and it's right from the get-go. Like, you know, once again, like CPS caller. I mean, all that on top of it. And once again, look, if you're friends with her, I'm not telling you not to be friends with her. That's your business. Has nothing to do with me. But you kind of have to know a lot of the backstory and the context, especially if you're. I mean, obviously, I took up for some people before, and I didn't know enough of their backstory or the back history, and that shit went to bite me in the ass, because here I am taking up for somebody that I think is a good person, and they're not.
But you see Chicky T's out there and she just thinks it's funny. And the thing is, Chicky T's laughing
Chicky
with her
T Chicky T came from the community where a lot of all this stuff happened. So Chicky T has a lot of the information. But yes, I understand that. But you see what I'm saying? Like, she didn't come from our community. She was not originally part of our community.
But if here's my
she's been with us for probably she's been part of our community for maybe about a year, I think, give or take about a year. I've been part of this community for I'm getting close to 2 years now. I'm about a year and a half into this community.
I don't mind the roasting. That's all. All I'm trying to do to show her, it's like, you know, it's all funny when it's not you. But when it's Chicky T and her brother, because we were roasting Chicky T and her brother last night on my live stream. Go check it out, Chicky T. I got those videos of Tonic laying on his back, spreading his leg. We were clowning him with that video of him taking that microphone, throwing it.
Yeah.
I mean, Chicky T, you're getting roasted in front of a big audience.
No offense. Like like the pictures of him like with a doorknob in his mouth, or with his legs up and he's in his underwear. None of those are, like, no offense, but those are not roasting him. And I'm once again, not to disrespect you. It's because those pictures have been shown over and over again. In our community, we poke at one another so much. Like, it's not so much a roast. It's like, it's not even what's the word I'm looking for? Game over. It's
pretty much annihilate each other.
Yeah. We fuck each other up so fucking much over here. Like, we have learned to have thick skin on a lot of, like for us talking about the Knees Down Houston thing. This isn't the first time I talked about it. It's not going to be the last either.
About the 100th.
Like, this Knees Down Houston shit is about. Well, I mean, man, it might be more than 100.
Tonic was in my stream last night. He made a comment in my stream last night, so he was watching. But that's just it. It hasn't been seen. It may have been seen in your community. But now we're gonna put it out there so tens of thousands of people could see it because he looks gay as fuck doing that. I ain't gonna lie, that shit look gay. Sitting there deep throating a microphone. And the thing is that
you can't argue that.
it does. It looks gay as fuck, dude.
Well,
and when
But it won't. I mean, he won't get offended by that. Like,
that's good. But then he's not gonna get offended by Chicky. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're gonna. So every time he
thanks, Brian.
Every time he clowns Penguin, boom! I'm gonna we're roasting Chicky. So Chicky, you're good with the humor because Chicky was saying a lot of disrespectful shit. It wasn't. It's all right, Chicky. Chicky, just get used to seeing your brother. And this has nothing to do with AC.
Just
AC and game, but we're roasting Chicky and her brother. And you see, I have your brother's image all over there.
And Joe, right? I've tried to talk to you about it. Like I've tried, and I
No, you did, and I made a truce with the guy, but then he went over there. He went over there talking that nasty shit on Ham Banana's channel. There's only one reason he was on that panel, and when he was disrespecting, because he knew those were all as an adversarial channel. I'm like, yo, Brooklyn, what up, dude? So I'm just saying, Chicky, it doesn't matter, Chicky. Listen, when you're done seeing your brother, and listen, when I pass this off, Dr. Dave's getting all that info today. I've been already chopping it up. He's highly interested in Tonic. So all that female harassing. I mean, you're over there. At the end of the day, Tonic's husband is a military member. You're clowning this guy who's fucking a service member. Instead of thanking him for his service, you're clowning his child. So I understand in roasting community that's cool, but this is about to be seen in front of tens of thousands of people. So, and Chicky T, it's all bad because if Tonic's okay with it, no problem. And Chicky T, you and your family, you see, we got your pictures, your brother out there in Texas. So we're gonna do a thing. No ill will. There's no ill will. But when Tonic's ready to say, "Hey, bro, I'll leave you the fuck alone. I'll leave Penguin alone," then I'll stop too. But it's all in good fun. I get it. But I'm not gonna just like not mess with him as he's sitting there messing with me. And it's like, nah, dude. I would have did that. I mean, like us three right now, we're not fucking banging on each other. We made a fucking deal, and we made a deal, and nobody's even fucking said anything about each other. If anything, I said good stuff about you guys on my live streams.
Mm-hmm.
But Tonic, he's toxic, and I'm just saying, he's fucking. And I don't like the guy because of what he did to me, but also now what I see he's doing to females. I don't. That's just
hey, boss,
cool,
bitch.
Man. Ain't cool. Ain't cool. That's not cool what he's fucking doing.
So there it is. Tonic. He should come up and talk it out.
But if it doesn't bother Tonic, well, we'll see how much he can handle watching Chicky T and her brother get roasted.
And I give credit to Chicky T. She came up on your panel and tried to talk it out, but it didn't go that well.
Well, I don't know if she was trying to talk it out. She was trying to discredit the girl instead of working a deal. She tried to just discredit and slander her. I'm like, listen,
they have a lot of history, though. You know what I mean? Like, their history goes back a long way, and they back and forth, and the fighting with their community in that community. And that was before they even came over to our community. They were in a whole separate community. Then they all came over here.
As you can see, Chicky T laughing. LOL. Well, just what up, Larry? A lot of my people are over here checking it out, man. I'm always giving you shouts out. But see, I'm just saying, and it's all good. We could roast too, and I'd rather not roast Tonic and his girlfriend.
What are you doing,
Chicky
AC?
T,
What's going on over here?
Katie Grady. That's your name, Katie Grady. I know who you are, Katie Grady, down in Texas. And I know who you're watching your brother's image. So the thing is, as long as you're talking about Penguin and clowning Penguin, we're roasting your brother, Katie. I'm just saying, it's just when you're sick of that, maybe eventually her brother will see it, and he's not going to want his image constantly put out there and embarrassed the way it is. Maybe then she'll tell her boyfriend to stop. So basically, Chicky T, I hate to say this, and I have no ill will towards you, nothing like that. This is all in good old fun, but you and your brother are getting roasted because of what your boyfriend's doing. Period. So when you're sick of seeing it, by tens of thousands of people, just talk to your boyfriend. Just talk to him. Tell him to stop, and we'll stop roasting you and your mom. Your mom's image is going out there next, Chicky. Slowly putting all your family out there, roasting them in front of tens of thousands of people. So when you're done, when you're sick of that, just let me know that you talk to Sonic.
Let me ask a question, man.
What's up, Flower
Because
Child?
over here, like when we go at one another, you know, we'll bring the receipts, we'll do what we have to do, but we usually go with that person. In fact, there's a bunch of people that are hashtagging No Families 2023, which is an actual thing over here, because families are not really involved, like brothers, sisters, moms, all
Exactly.
that. Like even
agree.
for Rebel, like I used to have Rebel's grandma's picture. Like I literally have a picture of her head that was sent to me, and I would have it in my background. And I've taken that down.
Okay. If families aren't involved, then why? How come nobody's saying nothing to Tonic about fucking with Penguin's son, her underage son? That's what I'm saying. So this is why this is happening to Chicky, because
but you
it's just a fair question.
But you do understand that picture is like you're saying that that's her son, but that it's what she's saying is that's her son, but what the picture shows does not show her son on there. Like it's like there's no showing of any.
What it is? Oh, sure it is. It's a picture of Penguin holding her child, and what they did was they put someone else's face over her son's face, but you could clearly see her son's body. You could clearly see that it's Penguin and Penguin's son. They're mocking her son.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I had somebody else trying to try to make that claim to me. There's a guy's channel called Yeet. Yeet tried to make that claim one day where there was his kid in the picture. His kid was in the picture. We went through and we looked at the video. Now, look, regardless of that kid being shown, like that kid's being covered up or not, there's no actual kid being shown. Like if you cut out a kid, if you went into the picture and cut out that kid, like you actually went around and you trimmed it with clip art or something, and you took that kid's picture out of there, she would still be claiming that was her kid right there. Even though you went out of the way not to show the picture.
The picture's clear as day, and the nasty comments he said, it's nasty. Well, I'll put it like this. It's one thing if somebody is okay with the roasting, like in your community. I get it. Roasting is cool. I love a good roast. But if somebody, especially a girl, she's saying, "Hey, listen, man, please, I don't want to be a part of that. Can you just leave me out? I'm not okay with that." Once you continue to roast that girl and her family and try to bring embarrassment to her, and because you want to know something, I got the receipts. Tonic's over there saying that he's calling her husband's job. He's over there making phone calls trying to embarrass this girl. And she's just asking. She's like, look, can you just please leave me and my family alone? I don't want to be involved with that. Once he continues with that, that's stalking and cyberbullying right there and just straight up being a bitch. So that's why I don't respect him, because it's not like she's okay with what's going on. No, she's like, listen, please stop. And also, he's taunts her. The other day, he sent her 8 text messages. And I've got the receipts. What he's doing is he's making these fucking little memes of her son and taunting her with it as he's sending them to her phone. She showed me them all. I got all the receipts, and so she's like, "Yo, I don't want to be harassed every day. Please stop calling my husband's business or where he works at or whatever's going on." And he's doing that, so he's being a fucking bully.
Okay.
So I'm just saying,
Once again,
it's not fair. Somebody should call him out on that.
Let's. Okay, so if we want to play, the tit for tat game, once again, this is a person who got upset over something with somebody, where she was upset that she got either called out or she was made to look fun of, and then turn around and called CPS, Child Protective Services, and in the First Amendment community, do we believe in that shit? Like, that's not something that, like, we know how these organizations work. They separate each other, or they separate their kids from their family, especially when they've done nothing wrong. You know,
here's what I
and
want
so
to say about the CPS. My grandson, and it's all public record. My grandson in New York is being physically abused. There's been 6 fucking complaints, legitimate complaints sent to CPS. So right now, my son's been choked. My grandson's been choked. He's got 2 staples on his eye. And there's a high-profile case where she was in the 6 o'clock news. I'm talking about my daughter-in-law. Because she was drugged out with her new boyfriend. And they found my 3-year-old grandson walking down a New York State thruway, freezing his ass off in just a diaper at 3 o'clock in the morning. The mail lady almost fucking ran him over. It's all over the news. You can look her up. Her name is Kelsey Enright. So what I'm saying is, when we're doing the right thing, calling CPS, yo, what the fuck is going on? There's legitimate reasons to call CPS. You know what CPS did? They didn't do a fucking thing. And the abuse continues to happen to my grandson. So that's why when people say, oh, you did this, well, hey, I had to step in and make things happen because CPS wasn't doing shit. So I don't get mad when somebody calls CPS, because you know something? I'd rather side on the caution of error versus not calling CPS and letting that fucking kid get abused inside that home. So,
but once again, she's admitted to doing this out of spite, not because she was concerned for somebody's well-being. She did it out of spite, and we've had her admit to this. How about this? I had CPS called on me just a while back. I had CPS called on me because of beef on a fucking internet. How would you feel if I called it on you? Like wouldn't it piss you off? Wouldn't it upset you because of somebody's beef? Not a legitimate claim, like just simply, hey, I don't like this guy, or that, you know what I mean? And once again, like I said, there's a lot of context here. I'm with a lot of people. Why bring the families into this? And look, I can sit here and go back and forth about the kid thing with Penguin, but like even I don't agree with it. I'm not sitting here and I'm not trying to defend it. I am just simply saying there's a lot of context here, a lot of tit for tat. This stuff has been. These are all beefs that are like year or two old. And to jump into it and kind of like not know a lot of that context, like there's just a lot there, and maybe I can talk to the other side to make sure that that those pictures aren't being shown anymore. But I don't mind people going at one another. Once again, I do a shit show, and it's part of the reason why I do the shit show. People can come on the panel. They can fight and argue. They can take out one another. They can curse out one another. And at the end of the day, like, leave the families out of it. I mean, at least I can't speak for your community, but at least for our community, is there a way that we can do that?
Yeah, like I said, I'm over here saying, hey, look, I already tried to call truce with Tonic. I mean, just like, look, me and you, we're talking like fucking grown adults, totally cordially. Why? Because we simply made a truce and we honored our fucking truce, and it wasn't even a big deal to begin with. You know what I mean? So why can't I don't understand why Tonic can't just do that, and more importantly, just honor it. It's just like, hey, just leave me alone, leave this girl alone, because now she's part of my community, and I'll leave you. You know, all of us will leave you alone. We'll have nothing ever bad to say about you, but he has to understand that if he wants to play the roast game, we like to do that too, but I can only do it if I feel something legitimate. And so if he attacks me, attacks Penguin, I get it. People over there don't like Penguin, and but there's also people in your community that I may not like, but I'll still respect them because they're your friends and they're not taking shots at me. So if Tonic's willing to say, hey, look, bro, I'll stop messing with Penguin, I won't fucking mess with you, then I won't say nothing, and I'll tell Penguin, stop fucking spreading his shit around. Everybody just stop. I mean, it eventually gets to the point where it gets out of control and it just needs to stop for everybody's sake. And I think this is one of those scenarios where, you know what I mean, it's best to just fucking end it because it's getting out of line.
I think that sounds fair.
I'm not trying to continue, but if he wants to, the only
But
recourse I have is to play with him.
Like I said, I'm not trying to so much stop people from fighting, but I am seeing the side of not putting people's families involved. And for example, like I know there's a lot of back history and a backstory that goes along with Chicky and you're not aware of. And I can't stop you from going after Chicky because she's part of this community, just like anybody else is part of this community can be going after. But her brother, her mom, her family, like they have nothing to do with this. They don't even know. Like to sit here and say that, like, if somebody goes after my family, for example, my family hasn't talked to me in years. None. Like, so people when they've made the claim, oh, I'm going to go after your family, I laugh at them because the shit's funny. Go after my family. They might not even know who you're going. They don't know anything about me. I live a life away from my family. Like I don't know how else to put that. Like my family, my parents and stuff, like they're not around. Like my kids are my life.
I get it.
Like,
but this is like a game of chess right here. When you're playing on YouTube, it's more of a game of chess because we all know we're not living in the same neighborhood. I'm not going to catch somebody at the store. Someone can't catch me slipping when I leave my house. So you have to play a game of chess. So if Chicky's willing to make that happen, and her brother will not be doxxed.
Well,
that's fair.
Well, once again, I'm gonna just throw it out there. Over here, we're trying to do the best we can to not attack other people's families, and that's why even DGen is throwing in a hashtag into the chat right now. No families 2023. I'm not asking for your. I'm asking. I mean, like literally had Shiva come up on my panel and please declare no families 2023. I said I would do the best that I can not to go after people's family. I've left, like I said, I've taken Rebel's grandma's picture down. I'm at least trying to go there. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm perfect, but I at least try not to go off to people's families.
So it's up to Chicky, man. Chicky wants to call a truce, and that's a growing up thing to do. I mean, it's not like I'm sitting there saying, no, F this, I'm going after Tonic. No, I'm just saying this is how I'm going to respond because, Chicky can't have her cake and eat it too. She can't say, hey, no, don't clown my brother. Don't clown my mom. Don't let them know what's going on. But at the same time, I'm going to tag Joe. I'm going to tag, Penguin. It's like, no, how about you just leave us alone? Leave me alone. Leave her alone. Because now I'm involved now because she's on my panel and Tonic took a shot at me and he broke that truce. He said some disrespectful stuff about me on Ham Banana's channel. I sat there, watched him. I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm listening to what he's saying. So, and Ajad, I know you don't like me, Ajad. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, and Ajad, you know something? I think I figured out who Dick Insider is.
Sal, what is going on?
So Dick Insider. I mean, no, Ajad, excuse me. Ajad, if you want, you can stop over to my channel because I think I figured out who that sock account is, and you'd be surprised yourself once I tell you who it is. But that's just something else. Well, Chicky, listen. All I'm saying is, listen. If you square up with someone in the street that you don't know, you can't expect them to fight the same style that you're willing to fight. So if I'm hitting you from a different angle than you're used to, I get it. But you can't cry foul. You can't say it's not fair. I'm only using techniques that I know that are going to work. Going from way back in the day. And so if you won't stop, then if we're clowning your brother and he finds out, or your mom, maybe they'll tell you to stop doing what you're doing because they don't want that fucking heat coming on them.
Guys,
That's all
I
it
do.
is.
I do have to take off soon.
Okay.
But I just want to say, like, over here in our community, we did agree to the no families thing, but you guys in Vegas Valley, it's a different community, so you guys do things differently, and we agreed over here, so that's just how we did it. But still, I understand you guys do things differently, and that's how you do it. No one's asking.
I'm not really running a roast channel. I'm running a fucking redemption channel because
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
on my channel, we're a bunch of former inmates from prison. You know, I got a background. I don't run from my shit. It is what it is.
That's
You
how
know,
you
but it's
do it.
everybody
You
who
know?
just wakes up. And I don't care if you're a drug addict. I don't care. As long as you're willing to wake up and say, hey, man, I'm looking in the mirror. I don't want to be that person that I was yesterday. This is who I am today and move forward. But then again, you know, we all got that in us to where we're going to stand up for ourselves. And it's nothing personal to anybody.
And you know, and giving him another, you know, chance to come over and talk it out. I think, you know, that's, and
Well,
that would end
Tony,
it. That would end it. I think that's fair.
Yeah, because you know, if you remember that first night on your panel, I just came over there to congratulate you
Hold on.
because you gave me a shout out. So
Mhm.
you know, he took a
Hold on,
shot
real
at me.
quick.
He
Yeah, turned
could
his
have just
shit
been
that
friendly
night.
to me. He
Hold
could
on.
have just been friendly to me.
Hold on, real quick. Brian brought up something. He says, "Double.
Hey, Tracy.
I am for genuine reports to, but on the same stream, Penguin admitted having no issue using CPS. Yes, that's what I was talking about. Like she's admitted to this shit. Like this is over and over again. She's admitted to this shit using kids as a fucking weapon. That's what she did. She used kids as a weapon.
But
You know,
until she
and once
fucks
again, like,
over Vegas Valley, I don't think he's gonna change his mind on her.
no.
Talk about Chicky
Like I
T.
said, he's got to.
No,
He's got to.
Penguin.
No. He's got to see it for himself.
Yeah, that's what I
Once
mean.
again, this goes back to what I've been saying like for a while now. Like I can lead a horse to water, I cannot make them drink. It's you know, you could tell people till you're blue in the face like this person's a piece of shit, but until they see it for themselves, they're just, you know, they're
I get it.
not going to see it.
But
So
as I say to every human being on the planet, I am not here to judge anybody. I don't even have the right to judge anybody based on my past history. And one thing I cannot do, I can't move against somebody or not be willing to be their friend if they've never done anything to me. And you know what I mean? And she's never done anything to me, but Tonic has. You know what I mean? And so if I was to move against her and be mean to her based on something that somebody else said, I would be the bully that I'm trying to stand up against. I'm not a bully. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because I'm really not a bully inside. So that's why I never just go after somebody. I'm more compassionate and empathetic. And right now, she's been friendly to me, and Tonic and Chicky T have been disrespecting me and her. So it's just I'm more of in a defensive posture right now. You know what I mean? That's all it is. It really is. And anytime the ball's in Tonic's court with Chicky T, they could just come over, jump on the panel, and we can immediately put this to bed and just be friends, move forward. Just like all three of us. Look, we're a perfect example. We're fucking cool as shit right now. You know what I mean? And I'm a man of my word. He makes a fucking deal with me, I'll stick to it. But then, you know, I thought I had a deal with the guy, but you know, I guess it wasn't
All right.
said face to face, so he didn't respect it that much.
all right. Well, just consider what I said today, man. Like I said, I mean, we're trying to do, at least over here, we're trying to do No Families 2023. So, game, I think we got to wrap up the show, man.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
But yeah, we do have to wrap it up because I have to go take care of some business right now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I was only gonna go for like an hour and a half, but we're good. We're good. What do we got? What
Hey.
do we got to go out on?
If you guys are around later, stop over to my stream. I'll put you on the panel. We can chop it up more and you know, try to resolve it. I'm not trying to make it get bigger. I'm trying to fucking, you know, put the fire out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to fucking throw fuel on the flame. I'm not. So, you know, if you guys want to stop over, you're welcome. Chicky T, stop over, Chicky T.
Well,
hey, Ajay, I'm sorry. I'm just clear one thing up. Ajay, the whole beef with you started because you came over to my channel. Not that, and I'm being honest. I'm not trashing Ajay. You came over to my channel because you were trolling Julia around everywhere. So once you saw her in my community, that's when you showed up, and you were there with one plan to mess with Julia. And all I did was call you out on it. That's why I removed you. It was nothing personal. And all our beefs ever since is because you weren't there in my channel because you truly was trying to be part of it. You were only there to troll Julia and rile her up. That's all it was. You had a personal beef with her before I ever met Julia. So, you know, and so that's all it is, AJ. Nothing personal against you, man. But that's all I got to say, guys.
All right, guys. Well, thank you all for coming. Rebel, thanks for the amazing content you let me restream today. Hope you like the double goat fucking overlay up there.
Yeah,
doing good. Thank you, AC, for coming up. Thank you, Joe. I'll see you later. And thank you, everybody in chat. Hopefully we will get all this resolved soon with the whole, with everything. We'll get it resolved. And
Hey, Jot, stop over and see me, hey, Jot. We'll chop it up. We'll work it out. Sorry,
I love you soon. I love you guys. And we're gonna leave with this one. And I'll see you all real soon. Peace out.
We're an unlikely pair, like two different Nike Airs, but I'm the same size she wears. So I think we're soulmates. Though people don't like us together, but like we care. Yeah, but God strike me dead. She knows that I would walk over hot coals for her with both of my feet bare. As soon as I ask to hit, it's like she grabs a switch, turns me over her knee. My ass is whipped, yeah, and I got her back, but I'm spineless. So when she stabs me in mine, it's like I just can't feel the knife as she pokes, dabs it and slices. 1 minute she'll build me up, the next she'll push me around. Probably why she calls me dumbbell. She lifts me up, then puts me down, but I am under her thumbnail. I must be under her spell. It's like looking right into a gun barrel.
La-di-da-di-da-da-da. All right, everybody, we'll be back later probably. If we're not, we'll see you tomorrow, and be safe. If I don't talk to you, love you all. Peace out. Ooh-wah.